The stories we tell matter.
Who we tell them to matters.
And today we speak to you.
We speak of the legacies of people
who fought Goliaths at great cost.
who harnessed the power of community and fairness toward a common goal of economic justice,
who refine strategies, who create lasting change,
of a think tank whose 50 years of history has immeasurable impact on the fight for racial equity.
We speak of the research and data that powered these movements
to inspire us to continue the work.
The economic structures of our country didn't work. We have a World Bank that's supposed to help underdeveloped economies in the world. In the United States, we had no such policy for the underdeveloped and ignored economies. In the year before the CRA was passed, Woodstock produced 31 papers. From everything from affordable housing to the structure of the banking industry to federal interventions and infrastructure.
When we came together in the initial Woodstock, what it was the way you could connect information to action. And so we could take our own relationships and pool and get something done.
Working together, finding what skills they had, and they were bringing them to the forefront and collaborating for an outcome.
These systems are built in fortitude over hundreds of years. They won't disappear overnight. They won't go away without a fight. And we are here to continue that fight.
Today, we tell you both the stories of the maps that haven't changed,
while in the same breath, speak of big wins that changed the future for millions.
We speak of the power of doing the collective work and getting it right.
We speak of losses, where machines at work outspent us at every turn.
Of understanding that we have both a responsibility to listen to the people who are being harmed,
while holding institutions accountable for their part in maintaining the status quo.
We're up against opponents with a lot of money and a lot of access. A lot of our power comes from coalition building and showing that these issues are important to a lot of different kinds of organizations and therefore a lot of different kinds of populations.
The foundation of our work is the same,
but the way we approach our work is shifting.
It's time to get uncomfortable
and say the things that need to be said.
Protests, violence, and persistent poverty is the price we pay to maintain the status quo.
We have to be willing to upset people to protect consumers.
Housing is not the key to closing the racial wealth gap.
Triage does not get us to systemic change.
People and institutions need to give up power in order for lasting change to happen.
People you work with in the community, they are the leaders. No one's going to save us but us.
Certain folks would rather their ego feel good than to do what is right by consumers.
We're not hostages to the past. We're dealing with uncomfortable problems that are really entrenched. It's time to innovate. It's time to tackle things in a new way.
Everyone is going to have to do something different. You are going to have to change something. And it's not an ultimate loss, it's actually an ultimate gain because we all gain when we all work toward equity for all.
We know where we've come from and we got to learn from history itself. We might have to try to get our feelings hurt again and be comfortable with that because we did try to be more radical and it didn't work out.
We still have quite a ways to go. I don't think we've stamped out the beast yet.
Very easily said, we need partners that are going to fund us like you actually want us to win.
To champion our work in the seats of power.
To connect with community members,
organizations, and institutions.
To have the audacity to believe that change is not only possible, but it is our responsibility.
Everyone is going to feel uncomfortable if you really question the system.
If someone finds particular issue that motivates them and they happen to know for whatever reason that we're working on it, to just literally call me. Send me an email because there are so many things that a concerned consumer can do that I can't.
We already have the gravitas, the history, the track record, and the data to be successful.
As we reinvigorate for the current moment,
we are ready.
We invite you to be a part of this redrawing.
So that when we tell the story of how we came together
and changed the future for millions,
you were right here with us.
As we change the map,
adding your unique talents to the tale.
Of a society where all people
experience security
and prosperity.
What are the ways that you can help us and we can help you make a difference?
There is a long history of inequity that stands behind us, but there is so much hope in the future for change.
We know it is possible.
We know it is possible.
I think you should go big. I think you need to go big.
We are shifting the narrative.
And we want you to join us.
There is so much more to be done.